us from the Virgin Islands to the UK. See, we was on our way to the platinum and gold. Never thought that you'd go, but you did, yeah. Yeah, you did. Oh, and baby, you left and sailed away alone. And now you got me trapped up on this island where no way to get home. And I don't wanna go, go. I don't wanna go, go. I don't want it, no, no. I don't want it, no, no. I don't want to walk this earth if I gotta do it solo. Cause I was so high and I was so low, and I don't wanna walk around alone solo. I said I don't want to walk this earth if I gotta do it solo. I don't wanna walk S-O-L-O. I don't wanna walk S-O-L-O. Oh no, oh no, oh. I don't wanna walk S-O-L-O. I don't wanna go, go. I don't want it, no, no. I don't want it, no, no. I don't want to walk this earth if I gotta do it solo. Cause I was so high and I was so low, and I don't wanna walk around alone solo. I said I don't want to walk this earth if I gotta do it solo.
Beluga Heights.
Facebook.com, Jonathan Clarke. Join the conversation. Up to over 900 fans on our Facebook page right now, following over 1,200 people for you on Twitter. A lot of stuff tweeted over the last couple of days. We have a video of Miley Cyrus admitting to using drugs on our Twitter page, along with a number of very different interesting tweets. Make sure you follow us today at HW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke on our Facebook page, though. Over 900 fans. That is absolutely incredible. Our YouTube channel getting thousands of views. We got a lot of interesting stuff up there. Taking a look at the careers of both AJ and Caitlyn. Look at Vader's son possibly trying out for WWE. A look at The Rock, John Cena tag team, and so much more. And over to our Twitter page at HW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke. Want to look at Zach Ryder's YouTube show, The Vampire Diaries Review, and so much more coming up for future videos on our YouTube channel. Make sure you look for that content and so much more. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do so by clicking on subscribe upon visiting our YouTube channel at youtube.com, Jonathan Clarke 22. Our YouTube channel recently updated with an RSS feed and a brand new look. Make sure you check that out. I like that new beta that YouTube has been using over the last little while. Not too struck on the new look of these social network pages, but I do like the YouTube one, and I'm a fan of the Twitter one. And I thought I'd never say that about Twitter, but I am a fan of the Twitter beta and the YouTube beta. Not too struck on the whole Facebook revamp idea, but I really like the idea of Twitter and the whole YouTube thing and their new look. So make sure you look for that up-and-coming content on our Twitter and our YouTube channel. We have so much coming up in terms of video content. This one of the Vampire Diaries will be available on our Twitter page and our video archives at youtube.com, Jonathan Clarke 22. So follow us and subscribe to us today. He's a football player, she's a cheerleader. Do you like that concept? Very different from anything we have seen relating to vampire/teen drama. Never thought I'd see the day when vampires would play football, although I never thought I'd see the day when vampires would play baseball until Twilight was released for the first time back in '08. So I guess that's their way of taking a shot at Twilight's vampire playing baseball. I guess. I don't know. But do you really like that? The idea of him playing football and being on a high school football team, and she going back to cheerleading to try to recuperate, revive herself from her unfortunate loss in a car accident. I don't know. I don't know if I really like that or not, but it's huge. I was never a fan of football players. I was never a fan of football in general, out of all the sports I talk about here on the show. I just recently talked about the NBA lockdown. They just recently reopened their season of regular season games on December 25th of last year. The Chicago Bulls were tweeting about their first game in Madison Square Garden. They were excited about that. A number of other NBA teams were tweeting as well on Twitter about the reopening of the NBA season. And of all the stuff I've talked about here on the show, football is something that I kind of shy away from. So maybe that's why I'm not too struck on the fact that he plays football, she's a cheerleader, and she goes back to cheerleading and try to revive and recover herself from the loss of her parents following a car accident several years back. A very interesting edition of the Vampire Diaries for you to check out is the one called Family Ties from Season 1. It kind of goes in depth about the family history of Stefan's family and the whole reason as to why everything is happening the way it is and unfolding in the series. So if you haven't seen the one called Family Ties, make sure you go back in Season 1 and actually check that one out for a bit of a history lesson in relation to that. It was incredible how he knew all those dates, wasn't it? It really was. But do you like the idea of him playing football and her rejoining cheerleading? Kind of a Buffy the Vampire Slayer moment for me. When she burnt down the gymnasium in Season 1 and had to transfer schools because of it. I don't know if I really like that whole concept or not. But like I said, we're going to be tweeting a lot of stuff about the Vampire Diaries, a couple of video clips, and some additional articles and photos and stuff on our Twitter page, so make sure you check all that. There are a number of tweets up there right now, over 350 tweets at the present time, so make sure you check that. A number of different music videos up there as well. I like it. I think the Vampire Diaries is on a road of success, to say the very least, and I hope that they achieve everything that they're hoping to achieve with this, as we're in the middle now of Season 3. And you can tell me what your favorite moments of the Vampire Diaries are by joining the conversation at facebook.com Jonathan Clarke and youtube.com Jonathan Clarke 22 by dropping us a comment about our Vampire Diaries review, which can be found on our Twitter page, as many of our video archives from our YouTube channel can be found on youtube.com Jonathan Clarke 22. So make sure you check out everything on our Twitter page. We have over 350 tweets at the present time with over 400 archive videos on our YouTube channel. We also invite you to take advantage of the Add This button. It's a button that allows you to bookmark us through one of your favorite social networks such as Facebook and Twitter, and one of your favorite internet browsers such as Mozilla Firefox and Internet Explorer. So make sure you check all that stuff out. It's the Add This button, and it's powered by addthis.com. Our image center with over 950 images is powered by photobucket.com, now offering unlimited photo storage for all users. If you haven't already signed up for PhotoBucket, make sure you do so and take advantage of their unlimited storage. That powers our image center. We have over 900 images, some really hot photos of Kelly just recently uploaded to our PhotoBucket image center, so make sure you check that out. Those photos are absolutely amazing. And if you're listening to us on youtube.com Jonathan Clarke 22, on the tube that is you in YouTube land, you see the Vampire Diaries promotional graphic advertising our Vampire Diaries review video archive for our YouTube channel. I like that. I think it's really, really cool. Make sure you take part in our weekly poll. It poses a question each week for your debate and opinion. Let your opinion and voice be heard by taking part in our weekly poll, now moved to the front of our website. When you come into our website, one of the first things you see is the weekly poll and a YouTube video, so make sure that you let your opinion be heard by submitting your opinion and vote for our weekly poll, which is a weekly question that is frequently updated here on our YouTube channel and our official website. A lot of stuff I hope comes from this whole Vampire Diaries thing. I hope rating success for CW is one thing that definitely comes from it all, because let's be honest, networks like Sci-Fi and CW have relied on one or two shows to survive, and I think the Vampire Diaries is definitely one that the CW is relying on to survive. And if it wasn't for the Vampire Diaries, CW probably wouldn't succeed. And I am probably not the only fan of this stuff that believes that, because honestly, Vampire series now is what's taken over, and if not series, theatrical releases. What's next? One of the worst vampire movies I ever saw was Lost Boys: The Thirst, the third installment of that trilogy, and one of the best was Van Helsing starring Hugh Jackman. Wasn't too struck on him being the voice of an animated character in Happy Feet many years ago, but I like the idea of him being on WWE promoting Real Steel, one of his latest theatrical releases, and being in Van Helsing, which was released for the first time in 2004, co-starring Kate Beckinsale, who is going to be in the new Underworld movie. A trailer of that will be available on our Twitter page. We're looking forward to the fourth installment of Underworld starring Kate Beckinsale. Great stuff happening for her. Beauty and the Beast is going to be theatrical release for the first time in 3D presentation, kind of like The Lion King was released last year for the first time in 3D, generating $22.1 million with Disney extending the running because of the success of it. Great stuff. Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing how the Vampire Diaries, fares. And obviously, every season from here on out will be available on Blu-ray and DVD, just as seasons 1 through 3 are now. Blu-ray presentation is absolutely phenomenal with 7.1 surround sound, 1080 pixel presentation, 5 times the typical storage space of a regular DVD with only 4.7 gigabytes in comparison from a DVD to a Blu-ray, and it also has resistance to scratching for superior performance over longer periods of time. So Blu-ray presentation is absolutely phenomenal. They are also playable on PlayStation 3 video game consoles. The new models they have released look absolutely phenomenal. Brad Pitt available now on Moneyball on DVD and Blu-ray, so make sure you check that one out as well. That is on sale wherever DVD and Blu-rays are available. And like I said, all seasons of the Vampire Diaries is going to be available. No matter how many seasons they go, 6, 8 maybe, who knows. And I would advise you to check all that stuff out because it's going to be phenomenal. Seasons 1 through 3 are available now. If you haven't seen seasons 1 through 2 and are in the middle of seeing season 3 for the first time, maybe it's your first time experiencing the Vampire Diaries, pick up seasons 1 and 2 released on Blu-ray and DVD. The music networks in the States are big on this vampire thing. Much music brought back Buffy the Vampire Slayer because of the popularity of Twilight, and they are airing the Vampire Diaries as well in the States and Canada, actually, on music networks. The Vampire Diaries is really popular, and it's kind of unique how these series, like American Secret World of an American Teenager and shit like that, is always popular. I don't know why. I really don't. But thank you so much for listening to this week's edition of the program, taking a look at the Vampire Diaries. The reason we didn't talk about this sooner on HEW Entertainment Variety Radio with all the topics we throw out, we talk about a variety of stuff, hence the name HEW Entertainment Variety Radio. Follow us on Twitter at HEW Entertainment Jonathan Clarke 1. Join the conversation at Facebook.com Jonathan Clarke. The reason behind us not talking about it is because my failure to realize how popular the Vampire Diaries actually was. This will probably be the first of many times we'll talk about things like the Vampire Diaries, and the whole Teen Wolf thing is another one I think everybody struck on. But just an example of how